What do you do when a woman who once called herself Mrs. Black Love decides to drag her own man on Instagram live in front of millions and then even laughs about it? If you thought the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields triangle was dying, down, think again. Things just got way messier. It all started just hours after Remy threw shade at Papoose with a slick comment about his performance. That's when Clarissa snapped. And we mean she didn't hold back. Eyewitnesses say it wasn't just words. Clarissa showed up at Remy's filming set unannounced. No security, no makeup, just pure fire. She told Remy straight up, "You don't deserve a man like him." And yes, it was all caught on camera. So now the real questions are, is Clarissa finally stepping up to claim what's hers? Is Remy spiraling after losing her career man and public respect? And what was Papoose doing while two powerful women went head-to-head for his heart? Welcome to Gossip Spill Vibe, where drama isn't just talked about, it hits hard. Let's rewind and break down this disaster, because it didn't start with a slap or a scream. This story has been building for months, and now it's exploding. First, the stage. Remy Ma, the Bronx rap queen, wife, allegedly, to Papoose. Papoose, who stood by her through prison time, scandals, and career highs and lows. He was loyalty, personified. Yet how did Remy thank him? By publicly humiliating him on Instagram Live. But listen, this wasn't casual shade. This was cold and calculated. Sitting in her glam chair with lashes being done, Remy looked right into the camera and said, "Some men think loyalty is enough. Bruh, if that's all you bring, you might as well build another table." Her stylist almost choked on her drink, comments blew up, and Papoose? Well, he stayed silent. If silence had a face, that was it. Then it got real. When a fan asked if she meant Papoose, Remy smirked, held her fingers barely apart, and whispered, "If you know, you know." The room went quiet. Fans zoomed in like they were FBI agents. Meanwhile, Clarissa Shields, Olympic gold medalist and Papoose's rumored new love, was watching, and she was not happy. Before we get to Clarissa's explosive move, let's understand why Remy's live hit so hard. Their relationship was built on the story of loyalty. Papoose waited for her through prison, stood by her when no one else would, supported her career. But over the last year, things changed. Remy was spotted more with Easy, the block captain, than with her husband. She missed family events, spent studio time with 50 Cent, posted cryptic tweets, and liked shady comments. Meanwhile, Papoose was throwing birthday parties for their daughter and celebrating Father's Day. Then the rumors came. Papoose was close to a female boxer, Clarissa Shields. At first, people laughed. Clarissa, an Olympic champ? Sure, it seemed. Unlikely. But then paparazzi caught them holding hands outside a juice bar in Brooklyn. Neither denied it. Remy acted like nothing was wrong, until that Instagram Live. Remy's comment wasn't just disrespectful, it was a strategic move to humiliate. She knew millions would hear her words, and she made sure to broadcast Papoose's flaws to the world. Now here's where Clarissa's rage ignited. She was reportedly at her gym in Miami when she saw the clip. She stopped mid-sparring, took off her gloves, and said, "She wants to play dirty? Bet." Within 6 hours, Clarissa had booked a flight to New York City. But she didn't call or tweet. She didn't go live. She showed up in person at the set where Remy was filming a podcast interview. No entourage. Just Clarissa in a hoodie, hands ready for whatever came next. Cameras were rolling, mics hot. What happened after stunned everyone and spread like wildfire across gossip pages. But before the full confrontation, let's talk about why Clarissa risked so much. Her image, endorsements, public reputation. For months, sources close to her said she and Papoose weren't just friends. They had been quietly spending time together, dinners, late-night calls, emotional support while Remy was busy with battle rappers and club promoters. Clarissa saw something in Papoose that Remy seemed to have forgotten. One insider said Clarissa believes Remy lost control and she's not going to let Papoose go down with her. Fans were already buzzing about Papressa, the new power couple. Now, Clarissa was ready to fight, not just in the ring, but for her man. When Clarissa walked into that studio and locked eyes with Remy, she said, "You don't deserve a man like him." Cue shocked gasps, the producer yelling, "Are we live?" Remy stood up, ready to fight, but Clarissa didn't back down. She moved closer and said quietly but fiercely, "You broke him. Now you clown him. That's not love. That's ego. I'm not letting you humiliate him anymore." Security tried to step in, but that's when the real chaos began. The moment Clarissa said, "You don't deserve a man like him," the whole energy changed. Remy's smirk vanished, replaced by something cold and sharp. The cameras kept rolling, catching a face-off. Like a battle of titans, two women with big egos and bigger pride, neither willing to give up. According to a leaked crew recording, Clarissa leaned in and said, "You parade loyalty like a leash. Ever ask what he really needs?" Remy fired back with Bronx heat. "Don't preach to me about love. You're a rebound with a mean right hook. That don't make you wife material." Security tried to calm things down, but when a top boxer squares off with a rapper who's done time, no one steps in without hazard pay. Remy grabbed her purse like a weapon. Clarissa pulled her ponytail tight, ready for battle. The tension was electric. And the internet? It exploded in under 30 minutes. An anonymous assistant leaked the footage to a Twitter account famous for messy celebrity breaks. TikTok edits, Instagram breakdowns, and YouTube reaction videos flooded feeds. One viral tweet said, "Remy humiliated Papoose live. Clarissa flew across the country to defend him. This isn't a love triangle, it's a celebrity death match. Bronx." Edition. Another read, "Remy said loyalty isn't enough. Clarissa showed up like a final boss." Even Fat Joe jumped in, tweeting cryptically, "Respect ain't something you borrow, it's something you return." But what really set Clarissa off wasn't just the Instagram shade. A hairstylist who overheard Clarissa backstage said this fight had been coming for weeks. Clarissa heard from mutual friends that Remy had been mocking Papoose in private. Jokes like, "He's out here writing poetry while I run the game. He cries when the Uber's late." Petty? Sure. But when you've been holding down your man and suddenly see him disrespected publicly by his own wife, it hits different. Clarissa wasn't just angry. She was hurt. She felt Remy was belittling everything Papoose had done for loyalty and also mocking Clarissa for stepping up to care for him. A close friend told us Clarissa saw the live clip while drinking a protein shake and said, "No, she's not doing this to him again." That NYC flight was an emotional mission. The studio showdown didn't turn into a physical fight, thankfully. But when Clarissa left, cameras still rolling, she dropped one last line that broke the internet. "If you ain't woman enough to love him right, step aside. I'm not asking twice." And guess who posted that clip first? Tasha K. Within hours. The footage was everywhere, spreading fast. Fans split into teams, some firmly backing Remy, calling Clarissa out for acting like Papoose was a prize. Others praised Clarissa, saying, "Flying cross-country to defend your man is real love." Then came the conspiracy theories. What do you do when a woman who once proudly called herself Mrs. Black Love decides to publicly shame her own man on Instagram Live in front of millions, and then laughs about it? If you thought the Remy Ma, Papoose, and Clarissa Shields drama was cooling down, think again. Just hours after Remy threw shade at Papoose about his performance, Clarissa snapped. And when I say snapped, I mean she struck first without hesitation. Eyewitnesses say it wasn't just words flying around. Clarissa showed up unannounced at Remy's podcast set. No security, no makeup, just pure anger and a strong message. You don't deserve a man like him. And of course, it was all caught on camera. So what's really going on here? Is Clarissa finally claiming what she feels is hers? Is Remy spiraling after losing her career, respect, and maybe even love? And what was Papoose doing while two powerful women fought over him? Welcome to Gossip Spill Vibe, where truth hits hard. Let's break down this mess from the beginning because this isn't a new fight. It's been building for months, simmering, beneath the surface before exploding. First, the stage. Remy Ma, Bronx rap queen, and once the loyal wife to Papoose. He stood by her through prison time, scandals, and public battles, holding down the family quietly. But how did Remy repay him? By dragging him on Instagram Live in a way that was more than just shade. It was a public humiliation. Remy, looking flawless with lashes and makeup, stared into the camera and said, "Some men think loyalty is enough. If that's all you bring, you might as well build your own table." Her stylist nearly choked on her drink and the comment section blew up. Papoose stayed silent, only posting a black screen with nothing said. Then, when a fan asked if she meant Papoose, Remy smirked and whispered, "If you know, you know." Fans gasped. The internet exploded. But Claressa Shields? She was not happy. Claressa, Olympic gold medalist and Papoose's new rumored flame, had been quietly supporting him for months, maybe more than just as a friend. When Remy publicly humiliated Papoose, Claressa took it personally. Why did Remy's words sting so much? Because their relationship was built on loyalty. Papoose waited for Remy when she was in prison and